get out of the legs, everything you get out of the wings. We don't debone wings. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go back to your cage, and this is technically not a cage because it has the breast still on it. And if you've again some of this you can bring back from anatomy if you've taken anatomy with me. If not, doesn't matter. There's a fat line right there at the bottom. Here's the breast. There's a fat line at the bottom of the breast on both sides. So a fat line, use that as a guide. Take your shears. You can do it with a knife, but shears are easier. Just follow that line. And you're going to cut the back off. Now, I'm going to do it this way because we're going to work with the breast. If you are making a breast quarter, you would not do it this way, but we're going to do it this way.
You cut to the bone, right?
Yeah, you'll cut to the ribs.
Yeah.
And you're just going to remove that.
So how far do you go up?
All the way. You're going to take that off. That whole back needs to come off.
Okay.
There we go. So there's your back. And if any of you eat back, this is what you're eating here. And there's the test. Oh, my family love chicken back. There's kidneys. There's testes right there in that one. So now you have a whole breast.
And then you cut through here, right?
Bone in whole breast. Not yet. No. This is what you want to make right now.
All right. Then do the other side. So,
You're gonna pause for a second.
I am paused.
I was just wondering if I have enough time to do my own.
when are we doing the carcass for production?
Huh?
The carcass anatomy for poultry production? Carcass.
Oh, you mean like the anatomy stuff? In the it'll probably be a little bit later on once we get. I need to come up with a day time that would work for most of y'all. I figured that like you and of course Joe and some of the others that would want to actually do it. So I just got to figure out a day. See, just right. So that's a whole breast, whole bone-in breast. Where we'll call it.
I just want it close enough.
Here's that better money. Okay, that's what you want. You want that.
This is your back. This is your back. I have testes too.
Yes, well, you have a split breast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so neat. That's their vertebrae. This is so cool. I got a boy too.
You got a boy too?
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
It is, I know it. One of those hardcore, man. Alright, so this we don't, let's set that to the side. Right, we're not doing anything with the back, really.
No. Got it next.
I'm gonna have to desanitize my phone.
Let me see these testes.
Look, these my big boy testes. Big boy testes. I got a big old boy. Damn, son. Look at them testes. Look at that bodies. Oh, look how little this back is, what they do to it.
Now see, that right there, Nick, is, what is that?
Pancreas. Let me see.
We clearly need some work, don't we? No, that's not lungs.
That's a.
What are you talking about?
That's
A heart.
No.
The
no.
spleen. Can I see? What are you pointing
It looks like a brain. Obviously, I know it's not.
Tumor.
at? No, let me see.
What is it?
Let's just say
The ovary.
Oh, yeah.
You
Look
have
how
a
small it is,
girl.
Genetic makeup Where's mine? thing to make it that small.
Yeah, it's an undeveloped ovary.
It's a baby. You get all your fun stuff. Look at you, girl. Yes, honey. You got know what I'm doing. That's fine. None of us do.
Okay, so now let's go through these breasts. There's lots of different options for breasts, so we'll go through most of them. What's this again?
A whole breast.
A whole breast, okay, or a bone-in whole breast. If I take, and doing this by hand is hard, but you can go ahead and try it if you want to. If I just simply cut this in half, what do I have?
Split breast.
I have two split breasts, okay? Bone-in split breast.
With ribs.
So what's the best way?
Now, this doesn't have ribs. You can have it with ribs. Well, I say that. I take that back. I do have a little rib. Some people leave more rib meat on there than I did. But if you say with rib, there is a little bit of rib there. So you can, and you're actually, because there's the keel bone right here, that big, well-developed breastbone. And so you have to deal with that, and you can see part of it there. You have to deal with that when you cut it in half. So go ahead and cut. Now this bone right here, there's a little wishbone here, which is a clavicle. That's right there. You got to cut through the middle of it. So what you're going to wind up doing to do this, you got to cut through the middle of that bone or pretty close to the middle of that bone. It's not easy, but that's, and you know, obviously we'd use machines to do that, but go ahead and try to create a split breast for me. And you have to work at it. There's a couple options to do it, but
Should I say your scissors set right
yeah, they do.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna do it a different way.
So you go on either side of the keel bone, you said? Or do you try to split the keel bone?
You can't split the keel bone. You
Yeah.
usually have to stay as close as you can to it, and one side will have more bone than the other. You can't. You
So
can't.
how do we get through this?
Okay, so you go all the way through. Okay.
You just have to kind of go
So
with
one
it,
side, one side will have the keel bone.
or at least part of it. Yeah. Now, see what I will sometimes do as well.
And you took the skin off.
Yeah. You don't now if it's a true split breast, it has skin on it. I took it off. So see, I'm going to manhandle a little bit. That's the only way you can do this. You got to have a sharp knife though, but just kind of manhandle it. You got to be careful. And
Get away from us here.
Split the keel bone.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you can.
Did you cut the skin off to make it easier to cut this?
So and you just kind of whatever happens is basically. So that's I cut a little bit too much off of that one side, but see there's the keel bone right there.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, machines do this, so sometimes they cut almost to the middle of that
So
keel
are we
bone.
leaving the keel bone in?
Yeah, because I want you to see. I want you to work on one end of it. Just see what a split breast, and then we're going to debone this breast.
Give me
Normally, we would debone. We would not split it first.
Wait,
You leaving the skin on?
I took it off. This is skin. This would be a skinless split breast. With a split breast. You got a little damage on your breast tissue there, but right there, I see some cuts.
Oh, that's for my wings. I couldn't get the wings.
That's a really good pickup line.
what is it?
Let me rip your skin off.
Jesus. Who did that? What
Dublin.
No, I know, but
I want you to,
what
now
serial
that I want you
killer?
to debone. Now I want you to debone one half of this. Actually, debone both if you're going to take it home and eat it, but we don't have to.
Wait, don't debone it yet. Please. Thank you. What is that?
Hey, Nolan. So now that you've kind of done this, so when they talk about an 8-piece cut,
Yeah.
is that what they had you do?
Yeah.
What's an 8-piece cut then?
This and that?
I still don't know.
Breast and that?
Drums,
So that that counts for two. Oh.
thighs,
4, 6, 8.
wings,
So keep the wings together.
wings, and split breasts. 2 split breasts.
Okay, okay.
Does that make sense?
Look at me! Yes, honey.
What's the best way to get it?
Well, Autumn wants me to wait.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now we're going to debone. Now remember, the breast, you've got a pectoralis major, that breast fillet on top, and then they got a tender muscle, that pectoralis minor on the bottom. So you want to debone that. But what I do to try to keep as much of the tissue or the muscle on there is I try to go back and find and kind of feel that clavicle up there, and I will cut as close to that clavicle as I can at the top to loosen it. That's one thing. And then I will go and follow my knife. Careful on this, but I will take my knife and I will parallel the keel bone as close as I can to the keel bone to cut all the way down on. And you can kind of do the fillet move and cut it. And then once I've seen now what I just did, see how easy that, watch this. If you did it right, see how easy it pulls off? So there's my fillet right there.
Oh, wow. See, where'd you start the cut at? Up here at the
And there's
top?
my tender. Yeah, so if you,
Already kind of messed it
so
up.
there's your, well, your keels are gone on that side, so it makes it actually a little easier. Actually, you don't have to do much. I would just make that cut right there. No, hang on. Right there, feel it. Feel that bone right there?
Cut right there.
Right here, see that, feel that little bone?
Yeah.
That's a clavicle. Cut on that side of it just a little bit to free it up, and then I just pull it. And then you can take and you can work out The tender is a little harder to get out because it's such a fragile muscle. But you can cut the tender out the same way and kind of strip it like that. And, ooh, it makes me hungry.
I know, I want some
Chicken tender
tenders.
and boneless, skinless breast fillet.
This is badass.
There you go.
If anybody wants this video before I leave today, just let me know and I'll airdrop it to you.
There's still a bone right here.
Yeah, you didn't cut quite all your. Yeah, you still have. You got a little extra still there. There you go. Oops. So actually, yours is. See, the keel bone is not. Well, you already have it.
Mine,
You're
it's-
done here.
It's still in there.
That's easy right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's your tender. There's your boneless, skinless breast fillet. Nice.
And then you separate.
Yeah, on this side, see what I do. So this has got the keel bone on it. So what I do is, so right there is that clavicle bone. So I kind of cut, just start cutting right there to loosen it up here a little bit like that. And then I make a cut, a couple cuts, just as close as I can to that keel bone, all the way like that.
down?
And then I'll grab it up here and just strip it off.
Gotcha.
I think I cut it too close.
No, it's not bad. No, not bad. Just
Oh, I was just worrying about those breaking. Okay. So with these spots and stuff that you have, and you just cut them out.
you can, or
Okay.
it's just a little hemorrhage.
Okay.
See, that should have actually gone with the breast right there, but
Oh,
it's just-
okay.
this, now see, this is still, this needs to be taken out. You still got bone.
Okay.
So you'd have to work on this. Well, you're
My tender.
pull, yeah. that's
Done.
good.
Tender.
You got a little bit of waste here that you'd need to,
Right.
you know, but you're still learning, so
Okay.
that's good.
Well, I will do better on the next one, as I say on everything. He was so nice. He's like, it's okay, we're still doing it.
Yeah, you just gotta know.
Take sucker downs, I know. This is the first time I've ever done this. Cutting out my hemorrhage.
But see, you still, there's a bone still in there. So see, I like to cut.
Okay. That's pretty good.
See, now
Let's
that's.
try to do this one. So we can find a little bone at the top up here. And then,
You are just.
me?
No.
Oh, Nolan? I know.
Said big boobies.
He said big boobies. Oh my gosh. He needs to get laid. That's what's happening right now. So I have a lot on this side. I'm scared to do this side. Look how gigantic this side is though.
What you would do is you cut around the clavicle. Like I like this. See, you just cut there. See,
Mm.
see right there, you got to cut it out. So now, there's quite a part of that.
Oh no, I did not do good on this side.
So now,
Look how much breast meat I.
I've got it kind of, like open up a book. I've got it open up here. Right.
Well, like this doesn't look bad, but look.
You can strip it if you want to, like that. But I like
And but it had like both sides, so like I don't know. Is this my tender?
huge. And then I
This
strip
is.
off.
This is
I know. So I think I just got too much breast meat right there. So this is it. I found it. This is your tender. Ah,
Just a little bit
tender.
there.
Haha, swipe right, tender. And then this. I'm just gonna cut out this little bloody spot again. I'm happy I know how to do this because, you know, my mom is gonna take like 30 chickens after spring fling.
That's nice.
I know. So, but that's a big processing party. So I'm actually happy I'm videotaping this. Look at that! Look at all my chicken! Oh, that's it! Our chicken's done. There's no more chicken. It's pieces.
No, before you're done.
No chickens were harmed in the making of this class.
Yeah. Sure. Is that what we want to say? These were fake chickens.
None of their feelings got hurt.
Technically, they weren't harmed in this class because they were harmed outside of this class. They were already good when they got here. I feel bad for like this table underneath here.
And you should edit your video that you took
Huh?
for it to say no chickens were harmed in the making of this video.
Right, because they were already harmed.
That's true.
They were harmed outside of making this video. Not during. What, making videos?
In the lab.
It's fine. No, he's lying.
Remember Dr. Spike? She would let us.
Oh, yeah.
What are you saying?
Anybody ever forget?
It depends a little bit, usually about 75.
Oh, low battery mode. Oh, damn it, guys. Pretty
And you gotta realize too, the technology
breasts.
process
We have
these birds is so high tech.
tender.
They don't get a lot,
This
yeah,
is
we get a lot, we don't get a lot of
the
waste.
drumette.
And it's automated.
The flat. We have a thigh.
That's a
right
little
here.
bit of.
Fly right here. These are mine.
Yeah, then you left the scalp, you left the,
drums.
little bit of clavicle in
But I
there, you
did
need to
not
get that
skin
out. See
on
right there?
yeah. So
And when you that's the first trick you gotta, kinda gotta
It's all
keep
the
in mind when you're deboning, is to make a cut up here first around that bone.
I got you.
To kind of open this up a little bit, and then you can make that cut along the keel, and then strip it.
Okay. I don't think these I don't think these did anything.
They sure
But
didn't
look
either.
at it. Look at
Good,
my
that was good.
chicken. I had to cut out some.
Why does that look kind of starting to look
I know.
weird? Looks good.
Yay.
Can you name all the parts?
Yeah. This is the split breast without
more
skin.
specific.
Split breast without skin
And
and ribs. Without skin and ribs.
boneless, skinless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
breast
Okay. Boneless.
fillet.
Okay, so at least I said it, but I just said it wrong. Okay.
Boneless
So the
and breast
skinless. Okay. These are my tenders. This is the drumette.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is a drumette as well. This is a flat. This is a flat. This is a thigh. I'm sorry, a boneless, skinless thigh. Boneless, skinless thigh. This is a bone-in, skin-on drum.
Or just a drum.
Okay, and a drum.
Yeah.
I decided not to do those.
And of course, if you had this, with the bone back in and with the skin back in, it would just be a thigh.
Just a thigh.
Yep.
Cool.
Or if
And
this was back together,
it's just a wing.
It's a wing. It doesn't. Whether the tip's there or not, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's still a wing.
Okay, my wing tips are in there.
Yeah.
In the trash. The trash pile. This is so exciting.
Good Lord, what a mess!
I know it. Look at this.
It makes me
table.
hungry though.
Dr. Jones.
Our table is a mess. Your table is a mess.
Oh,
Ours
you
is
put it
not.
back together? That's nice. She's pretty good.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute.
That's pretty good.
You like it?
I destroyed mine.
Yeah, mine are not.
I love this so much. All right, guys, this is the full chicken back together.
I should be mad that you're taking all my shine.
Because I did it a lot faster than you did.
I know it. But see, look, and she has her tenders underneath because that's where they were, is
I
underneath.
want it to display. I don't want.
Yours look really good though.
I don't want anything. I don't need your sympathy now.
I'm not. There's no sympathy. What is this?
So now,
That's-
make
You're just not
sure
working, not
Yeah,
done yet?
no, it's not yet.
I know most of you are not going to do this right now because you got other things, but that handout with all those colored pictures, there's other parts that we didn't do. And some things we don't have, like the liver and the paws and all that we don't have. But make sure you look at that because I'm going to have some of this on the test actually cut out of a carcass for you. So you need to be able to identify this. Okay. And if you want, you can get lots of practice doing this at your house if you want to buy a whole carcass in the store and take a knife. It's easy to do. So hopefully you learned a little bit how to do it. So what we'll do, if you want to take you can leave them here in the refrigerator, just don't leave them too long. If you want to take your bird with you, or the edible parts, you can take it off if you want to. Joe, over there, that box on the far left, there's some big 2-gallon Ziploc bags. You can put your parts in there, put a label on it, and then if you take it with you, or you can keep it in the refrigerator, or you can freeze it if you want to for a little while. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and put these other carcasses in the refrigerator as well.
You gonna take them home?
No, I'm
gonna
going to
eat
use them
'em?
on class on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, okay.
So y'all can clean all your mess up. Make sure to clean this tabletop really well with the disinfectant. Throw all this paper away. And any of the chicken carcass parts you don't want, throw those in the garbage can.
Just a regular garbage can?
Just regular garbage can. Yes, yeah, I would take it home because it tastes good. I don't care how it looks.
Alright, guys.